Hi, it's Kylie Coo. Welcome to my studio and welcome to the January 2017 challenge for the Art and Soul Studio Facebook group. And what Diana, who is my co-host in that group, and I have decided to do is a little video hop. So I think there's around 5 of us involved in this video hop, and the links to all the other videos will be down below in the description box. So the challenge that we've set for January is New Year and New Beginnings. So what we're looking to do is to pick a word, a phrase or an image for 2017 that helps us set our creative intention for the year ahead. And you know, the challenge is to use any medium or mediums to represent it. So very much open, and this is something that artists, crafters, people who sew, who quilt, whatever could actually do. There's no particular materials to be involved. It's just really open to anybody that wants to join in to do so. Now, I will leave the short introductory video to the Art and Soul Studio up above here, which just says a little bit more about it. So if you're not a member of that Facebook group and would like to, then just please go to Facebook, type in the search bar Art and Soul Studio and ask to join us, and we look forward to seeing you there. So what I've decided to do for the challenge is what I'm calling an intention flag. Some people might refer to it as a prayer flag, but I'm calling it an intention flag because this is how I'm going to set my creative intentions for the year. And in some ways I might use some words, but I might also use images. I'm just not certain yet. But what I decided to bring out to use as a kind of background for the flag is this piece of, well, I thought it was calico. I bought this a while ago thinking it was calico, and then when I got it home I realised that it's actually a calico bag, and this could be decorated and used as a bag. But what I'm going to do is, I think one side is actually thick enough, so I'm going to take the bag apart. And I will probably take the handle off, although this could be used to actually hang the flag. I'll see. But I'm going to cut this away to begin with, and I'll just take it from there. One of the things I do want to do, though, through this is to use some of the Happy Mail that I received during 2016. I just thought it would be nice that those people that have been kind enough to send me things, I just want to incorporate some of those in a way. I'm not necessarily going to use it all, but just bits and pieces that call to me in terms of this particular project. So whoever I mention in this video, I'll leave a link to their channels below. And yeah, what I'll probably do for the rest of this is a voiceover, because I might do it at speed, otherwise it could be quite a lengthy project. But first off, I'm going to separate this out. And yeah, I think that's all I need to tell you at this stage, so I'll get on with this. Hi, so it's the next day. I've let this dry overnight. Between the ink and the glue on it, it was quite wet to work with when I was working on it yesterday, so I decided before I come back and tell you everything that's in here that I would just leave it to dry. So this is it. I think it measures, including these little fringe bits at the side, it's about 14 inches by about 15, excluding the handle at the top here. And I've decided to leave the handle on, and all I'm going to do is I have some bamboo canes in the garden, and I'm just going to attach a bamboo cane along here so it gives it a bit of strength, and it will then hang. And I think I will just hang this in my studio to show me each and every day the creative intention that I've set for myself. So if I look at the back, I'll show you the back. Not that there's much on this, but you can see where the inks and that have come through. And the main intention that I've set myself for this year is to live a creative life. I didn't want anything specific, or at least I had a whole bunch of specific ideas, and that just seemed to sum it up, to live a creative life. So I've tried to incorporate that throughout. I could have put that on the front, but I decided to put it on the back. So the front represents and symbolises lots of different things. In the background I glued on some napkins from Patricia Stubbs. I just wanted to incorporate some happy mail, and I really like the way that these have turned out. I use Mod Podge both underneath and on top, and I love the way that it's turned out. And I added a piece of decorated paper that I'd received from Tartantaz Creates. I think it was done with the shaving foam method, and all I did was I stamped it, and I've added these little lines around so it looks kind of stitched on. And using some of these elements from friends who have sent me things is really about that sense of community and the friendships that I've developed over the last year or so since I started my YouTube channel, and I want those friendships to continue. So that represents really everybody that I've kind of connected with. I also used a couple of charms that I'd received from Diana, from ArtfullYours from Diana. So there's this key, and also this tree of life. And obviously the tree of life signifies lots of different things. And I've added a couple of charms myself, these angel wings and this love charm in the centre here. I've added the butterfly because I simply love butterflies. I took the threads that I'd pulled to put the fringes on the edge. I've added on here in different places, and this is really just to signify the fact that I want to continue to recycle things. I loved my junk use it or lose it project, and you know, I want to be doing more of that. The beads are really decorative, but it was also about using some of my stash, because if you've watched other videos of mine, you may have heard me say before that sometimes I buy these things and then I just don't get round to using them, which is not terribly clever. No point in having them sitting. I'd rather have them in a piece like this where I can actually enjoy seeing them, enjoy using them, and then enjoy seeing them. The wool that I used around the border came from the Tiger Shop, and I have BettsyDoodle and Nina Ribena to thank for mentioning the Tiger Shop. I hadn't heard of it before, and lo and behold I came across one just in the run-up to the holidays, and I bought this wool, which I actually think I've seen BettsyDoodle use, so inspired there to use that. Yeah, so the other things, I've added some little tags on. just with things that kind of represent what leading a creative life or living a creative life means for me. So there's learn, but on the other side of that there's the flip side, which is teach. There's grow, but there's also challenge myself. And there's inspire, but also be inspired. When I started my YouTube channel, I used a quote from Einstein, which is, creativity is contagious, pass it on. And I try and live by that motto. What I do, I'm not saying it's the best, I'm not saying anything, but I hope that just the fact that I'm getting out there inspires others to do the same, should they wish. At the centre of it all, I've put this kind of rustic heart, just using this burlap. I wanted to keep it quite plain and simple, and just have love in the centre of it. And it's got a few ragged edges, and I think that just represents where a lot of us are for different reasons, but you know, very much a truthful heart, a simple heart. So beyond that, a few bits and pieces of bling that I added on here and there. We all like a bit of bling, I think. And that, I think, is basically it. So I will now get my piece of bamboo, put that on, and this will hang in my studio. So I do hope you'll check out the Art and Soul Facebook group, and if you're not a member, that you feel called to join it. The links to everybody else taking part in this hop will be below, and we'll try and get that in the order that for each video you watch, you then just need to click on the same link. But as I say, I think there's 5 of us doing it, so it's not a whole lot of videos to get through, but I hope you enjoy them all. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope that you too feel inspired to live a creative life. So thanks very much. Bye for now.